Hello and welcome back, fuckfaces. Are you ready to learn a thing or two about this truly big fucking gun?
It's a bow, actually.
Shut the hell up, pseudo-cron.
I'm just saying.
Go away. Anyhow, the Lenz is a unique corpus tech weapon that you punks can acquire at the dojo. It will be expensive as fuck though. This thing is weird as hell, but I will get to that in a moment. Beside boasting the highest base critical chance, alongside of Amprex, Synapse and the Dread, this bow deals 3 instances of damage. 1. When an arrow hits a living enemy or object, the arrow will proc cold damage, which is good against shields but also nice for crowd control. This cold proc has a reach somewhere around 7 meters. At the same time, the arrow will inflict impact damage on direct hits, which is bullshit. After a moment, the arrow will explode, dealing blast damage in a radius around 10 meters. If your puny ass gets caught in this blast, you can kiss your ass goodbye. Game over. Alt F4. In my humble opinion, this is a tactical weapon. One must use it wisely to unleash its full potential. So probably not for you, since we all know you are not wise. In order to use it efficiently, you will have to kinda understand the mechanics. By far the best damage type the Lenz has to offer is the delayed blast damage. This will likely kill everything. But there is a catch. Blast damage is not very popular, since the only thing it's very effective against is robotics and some infested units. The fact that this bow has virtually no status chance does not help either. Due to this lack of proper status chance, elemental procs will be rare, so you can forget stripping armor, or whatever in a reliable fashion. It all boils down to direct damage, which will suffer from drop-off quickly, unless you use a warframe that will soften enemies up for you. I could go on for days, but let's dispense with the chit-chat and get to the build. This is the build I would recommend you give a shot. It is absolutely necessary that you copy the exact order of these mobs as well. If you don't, the build will not work. As I mentioned, the Lenz is fucking weird. Go ahead, pause the video and take your time to look at what we are dealing with. You are probably wondering why I'm using prime cryo rounds. Strangely enough, it does not combine with the blast, but with a single cold damage. I capitalized on this effect because cold is decent against corpus shields. On top of that, blast destroys corpus robotics. And that big ass pool of corrosive will deal with everything else. The next thing that may strike you as odd is Vol acceleration. At first I was planning to use primed shred. But, as I said, the Lenz is fucking strange in terms of mechanics. So the extra punch through kinda fucks it up. Secondly, primed shred only increases draw speed by 55%. Vol acceleration does almost double, at 90%. And the 15% damage decrease from it is hardly noticeable. Trust me. You will lose a bit of damage, but therefore you will be blasting a shit ton more arrows at your foes, which will result in a much higher DPS overall. This build strikes me as logical. Naturally, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. Okay, now let's summarize. Expensive as fuck. Slowest draw speed in the history of draw speed. Self-fucking damage. Stupid damage types. Expensive to modify. Annoying to modify. Virtually zero status chance. Tiny ammo capacity. Draw hold timer. Self-damage. More self-damage. Self-damage prime. Self-damage umbral prisma prime. I could go on, but we don't have all day. Pros. Good damage. Unique, for now. A lot of fun to use. Built-in ammo mutation. Easily mounted to super fast draw speed. Crowd control. Decent AOE. Now, it is time for me to pass my almighty Cephalon verdict. I, Cephalon Gizo, deem this warframe item rejected. Oh wait. I forgot one. Supreme Fashion God. Ten out of 10. Approved.
See, I'm not just a pretty little face and a pretty little waistline. Not just another little.
Now fuck off.